Alright, so today is the day. I know it's long overdue. I'm gonna do a bike check / review on my Commencal Clash. I've had this bike for about 3 months or so. It's been treating me good. I have nothing but good things to say about it. So I'm gonna give you the rundown of everything about this bike, what I've done to it, how much it cost me, and we're gonna start from the back end and we're gonna work our way up to the front and the cockpit. So my tires that I'm rocking are V Tire Co. in 27.5 by 2.35 tan walls. When I bought the bike, they actually came with tubes. I converted it to tubeless, and it's been amazing ever since. The back hoop is a E13 hoop. It's also the same in the front. And I believe the hub is the exact same brand as well. It came with a Shimano derailleur that has been shifting amazing. No issues at all. I haven't really tweaked with it or messed with it. The bike did come with a 10-speed cassette, but I had an 11-speed on my old bike, so I swapped them out because I wanted that extra gear. The bike comes with a little chain guard, which is really badass. I've seen in slow-mo videos where this chain, as I'm jumping off stuff, it's smacking around. So it has it on the top and on the bottom, which is really nice. Moving on to the center of the frame, we've got Shimano Dior cranks, 32 tooth sprocket. Pedals wise, I got I believe they're 1-up pedals, a plastic frame with metal pins. The chain is KMC chain. It's pretty ordinary, nothing special, and it's been holding up good. I'm rocking a fabric seat. This isn't the Seatpost that came with the bike. I actually had the Seatpost on my old bike and I liked it because there's no cables or anything. It's just a little lever and it lifts up the seat. And I got it for 40 bucks on Amazon. I don't think they sell it anymore, but I will still try to put the link in the description. Now to the heart of the bike, the frame. I've got a Commencal Clash size medium in a grayish color. Like I said, I have nothing but good things to say about this bike. I've taken it off huge jumps. There you go.
Yeah.
Steep hills. And the bike is just a tank. We're running a RockShox Deluxe frame shock. I believe the travel is 170 on this. One really cool thing that I found out about the bike is you can actually switch the geometry a bit. I don't want to get too deep into it, but this bolt and nut has a little washer that allows you to change the kinematics, I believe. So basically one setting is for downhill riding and the other setting is more for like playful ramps, jumpy stuff. When I got the bike, it was in a downhill setting and I swapped it over to a more playful setting. Got this piece removed. It says sensitive, responsive. Right now we have it on sensitive. You can tell by these little pictures on the side whether you need to flip it or have it the other way. So we got it fully out. I just hit it on the back with a little pick and a mallet. As you can see, it's hollowed out. We had it like this. We're just gonna flip both of them to go like that and just put a little grease, build it all back up, and you're good to go. I've been loving it ever since. I haven't switched back. I like this setting. I like the setup that it's at right now, so I'm just gonna keep riding it for the rest of the time being. So for our headset, we're rocking a Cross headset. Came with the bike. It's been good to me ever since. For our forks, we're running some RockShox Yari forks. They have 180 millimeters of travel. Front wheel setup is exactly the same as the back. Through axles, front and rear. Up top, we have Ride Alpha grips. They're the ones that came on the bike. They're squishy, I love them. The brakes we're rocking are SRAM guide brakes, I believe, for front and rear. Now, these aren't the greatest brakes in the world. You know, I ran some Shimanos and that compared to this is way better, but these brakes do the job. They hold up fine, you know. I haven't bled them or anything, but I think once I give them a good bleeding, they'll be a lot more responsive. For my bars, I'm rocking Black Label bars. I swapped out the ones that the bike came with because these Black Label ones have more rise, which I prefer. Holding the bars, we got a Ride Alpha stem front load. One thing I really like that this bike came with are these little clips. Kind of keeps your cockpit all organized and everything. I also like the internal cabling that they did. I think it keeps everything really neat and simple. For our calipers, we're running the same setup, SRAM. with a 200mm front rotor. In the rear we have another SRAM caliper. The rotor size in the back is also 200mm, and I believe that pretty much sums up the bike. I paid $2,400 for the entire bike, and it got shipped to my house within 3 days. I haven't done anything to the bike in regards to replacing broken parts. I do tweak my bike every now and then. You know, I've trued the wheels, I've greased up the frame bearings, greased up the headset. I abuse this bike pretty hard, in my opinion, and nothing has broken, knock on wood. All right, so that pretty much sums up this bike check. I hope you guys enjoyed. I love this bike to death. There's really nothing that I have to say that's negative about the bike. I guess I could bring up the brakes not being that responsive, but even then, like, I don't even think it's that big of a deal to bring up. They're still really solid. They do what they are intended to do. Now, if you want to go a little bit more performance wise, yeah, you'll have to drop a little bit more money to get that really responsive feeling. But for a stock bike overall, I love it. I give it a 10 out of 10. It's honestly a really good investment because it makes riding that much more fun for me. And if you have any questions about the bike, feel free to leave a comment below. And if you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.